Numbers 17. We just watched God murder nearly 15,000 people with fire and an earthquake and a plague, all because they dared to question their place in society. But as things stand right now, the Israelites just don't have a lot of faith in Moses and his brother Aaron. So God's gonna create a little miracle to show everyone who his favorites are. And he's gonna do it by playing with Aaron's rod. Hey, I don't write the metaphors in this book. I just read them to you. The Lord said to Moses, "Speak to the Israelites and get 12 staffs from them, one from the leader of each of their ancestral tribes. Write the name of each man on his staff. On the staff of Levi, write Aaron's name, for there must be one staff for the head of each ancestral tribe. Place them in the tent of meeting in front of the ark of the covenant law, where I meet with you. The staff belonging to the man I choose will sprout, and I will rid myself of this constant grumbling against you by the Israelites." God wants Moses to play the role of a preschool teacher. Take their staffs and write their names on them, because there's no way they can do that themselves. One of these staffs, these rods, these non-living sticks, is gonna sprout like a plant, which is not how inanimate objects work. But apparently no one else seems to care. Also, if the instructions say to take Levi's staff and write Aaron's name on it, I'm guessing that's God's way of foreshadowing here. I wonder which staff is gonna sprout. Probably the one that God gave special instructions about. Even Chekhov was more subtle with a gun. So Moses spoke to the Israelites, and their leaders gave him 12 staffs, one for the leader of each of their ancestral tribes, and Aaron's staff was among them. Moses placed the staffs before the Lord in the tent of the covenant law. Oh wow, real mystery here. I wonder which of these 12 staffs will produce a miracle. Could it be random staff 1? Random staff 5? Or maybe it's the staff that we keep getting told has Aaron's name on it. Which one will God choose? The next day, Moses entered the tent and saw that Aaron's staff, which represented the tribe of Levi, had not only sprouted, but had budded, blossomed, and produced almonds. Then Moses brought out all the staffs from the Lord's presence to all the Israelites. They looked at them, and each of the leaders took his own staff. Wow. God made it clear to everyone that Aaron is one of his favorites and needs to be taken seriously. He could have just said that. But this is God. He speaks through Moses and uses symbolism and supernatural magic to make his points, because talking to humans is hard. Anyway, congratulations, Aaron. I'm so happy that your rod nutted. I can't believe I just said that. Conservatives want to ban books that barely mention sex while teaching this one to toddlers. The Lord said to Moses, "Put back Aaron's staff in front of the ark of the covenant law, to be kept as a sign to the rebellious. This will put an end to their grumbling against me, so that they will not die." Moses did just as the Lord commanded him. What's amazing is that the rod sprouting almonds is meant to shut them up. But the murder of nearly 15,000 people from the last chapter wasn't quite enough. At least it worked. As we all know, no one ever complained about God after that miracle. The Israelites said to Moses, "We will die. We are lost. We are all lost. Anyone who even comes near the tabernacle of the Lord will die. Are we all going to die?" That's the end of this chapter. It ends on a cliffhanger. Are we all gonna die? Yes, I'm sure you are. Have any of you read this book? Everyone dies except for like one dude who gets to come back after a brief vacation. But their complaint doesn't even make sense. God just showed everyone Aaron is on his good side. So just stand next to Aaron and everything will be fine. Problem solved. Why the grumbling? I don't think they'll listen though. Too bad. They're gonna die and their rods never got any action. What a sad life. What is this book even about anymore? It's just God threatening people to believe in him. He murders one group to teach a lesson to another group. Then he reminds the living people that they're still not as special to him as the priests. I swear, most of this book is just God telling a bunch of people he doesn't care about their lives.